called Eagle. It's 100% human, so that's really good, because sometimes I've noticed some brands will say 100% human, but it actually isn't. If you look closely or after using it after a while, you'll notice, okay, this is not 100% human, they lied. It's the one pack does all, and it has an invisible part, which I think is sort of like a bonus. And the lengths that it comes with is a 12 inch, a 13, a 14, and the 10 is the invisible part. So I would first like to start off with saying this was my first time using it. I've never used that brand before, not until December when I first purchased it. The reason why I bought it was because it was on sale for a really good price. Original price was $79.99, then they marked it down to $54.99, and then I bought it for only $39.99, which is really good. So after seeing that deal, I'm like, okay, you know what, let me give it a try. I've heard about it in the past. I got recommended to use, but I'm like, okay, let me just stick with what I know is good and I've used before. So when I first opened the package, it looks like this. It's cute that it comes like that. The webs are very thick. Other hairs that I bought in the past, the webs were kind of thin. Like with this one, when I'm sewing it, like putting the needle through is a little hard, because I'm like, whoa, it's really thick, it's really good. So it doesn't really tangle that much. Like, yeah, it doesn't really tangle. It's really nice and flowy. Like you can see, it's very nice quality hair. It has a nice like finished shine to it, but after you start washing it over, you'll notice it starts to go away. But for however long you wear it and then wash it, you can easily reuse it and it'll almost look brand new. So like this is a 10 out of 10. Once you wash it, reuse it, it'll look like at least 8.5 out of 10, which is really high. So after using this hair for as long as I have been, I've noticed that it still doesn't shed as much as other brands I've used. It's still very soft. It curls and straightens really nicely, but depending on how long you use it for and how much stuff you do to it, then it won't straighten as nicely. On top of that, so that's one of my other pros. On top of that, what I've noticed about this hair, even like, okay, so for instance, this is my other wig that I use. I wear this one quite often. Even though I wear it a lot, I start to notice that it absorbs grease and oil like pretty fast. So I would highly recommend using like a dry shampoo, or just like trying not to have it in your face when you're not out or whatever. Just put it back so like whatever grease is on your face, it doesn't go onto it, because then it's gonna start to get clammy. Take care of it. Since it's such a good quality of hair, you want to make sure that you don't just abuse it like I did with my first wig. But that's a whole different story. It does color nicely depending on what brand you use. I used a cheaper brand and a brand that I was using for the first time, and I didn't know how well it would work on that hair, and it was bleach. So it wasn't the best bleach to buy, but it did color it. But to me, it wasn't the ideal color I wanted, so I wasn't really satisfied using that bleach on that hair. So maybe it was either the bleach or it could be the hair. I guess it all depends on what brand you use, but I would recommend using a brand that you know and you've used before if you're going to be coloring this type of hair. So cons, I would say, yeah, so basically pick like a really good hair dye or bleach to use if you're going to be coloring it. Another con, if you don't use like dry shampoo, or you leave your hair in for a long time, you're definitely gonna have to be washing it more frequently. So, but all depends on how you look at it. Like for me, since I don't keep in hair for that long, 2 weeks is max, and I rotate my hair every 2 weeks. So for me, it's not that bad, because it will stay nice and flowy for at least a week and a half, and then I'll just have to start using my dry shampoo every day before I take it out and then wash it, and it's back to nice, fresh, and silky. So basically those are the only two cons I've noticed. Oh, and I don't know if it's a con just for myself or overall, but I normally like to buy 16 to 18 inches of hair and at my beauty supply store that I frequently go to, it went up till I think 14, and then it jumped all the way to 20 or 22, and I wouldn't really buy 22 because it's extremely long and it's more pricey. But 14 is like an okay length. I don't mind wearing it, but I really like 18 and 16, and unfortunately they didn't have those. So I don't know if it's either the company that doesn't make that length, or maybe it's just the store I go to, they don't supply that. I'm not really sure. I have to do more research on that to find out. But those are the only 3 cons I have about the hair. Pros, there's lots of pros because it's thick, it lasts long. So overall, it's a very good buy. I highly recommend it. So that's all. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.